Maybe you should describe what the inclusion, like having an aid nearby, and then
So
also
the
resource
alternative,
centers, and
so
how that works, how that's different than mainstream.
okay, so the guy who spoke at Partners in Policymaking about inclusive education practices was named Michael Remus. And he has essentially implemented this model in his school district in Phoenix, and he's helped other school districts move towards this model of education. What it basically does is there are no more special classrooms. You no longer bus students out of their neighborhoods into a different neighborhood. So, this is one of the other detractors. So my daughter goes to school across town. She doesn't know anybody in her neighborhood. We are farther away from school. We have to travel farther to do things. So instead of that, you keep everybody in their neighborhood schools, and every school has special education teachers, and special education teachers teach together with the teachers in the same classroom. And he says the key descriptor of this new model is that all classroom doors and all educational experiences are open to all students. And so all students, you don't have to, so traditionally students, if they go through in the life skills classroom, they may not experience a lot of the other subjects that their peers do. So if Alexis stayed in the life skills classroom for most of the day, she wouldn't get science or social studies with her classmates. She wouldn't get to make a volcano and blow it up, and she wouldn't ever learn about geology and other things, because in the segregated classroom model, she needs to learn to read first, and she has to learn to read better before she can learn all these other things. So she almost has to prove herself, and so she misses out on all these other social and experiences and subject matter that she would never be exposed to if she's only in the life skills classroom. And they basically change the way that they teach. They teach in with multiple methods. So when you have a special education teacher, what they are trained in is modifying material and teaching material in different ways. So if you have someone who is a visual learner, you learn to represent things visually. You don't just stand in front of the classroom and lecture. You draw picture and diagram representations of things, and then you also work a lot in a project based sort of learning. So students are a lot more self-directed and learn something that interests them, and you can break students up into small groups, and they have the teaching assistant and the teacher both can help work with these small groups of students that have, maybe this group of students needs extra help with spelling and this group of students doesn't, so they can work on reading something more complex, and this group of students over here is okay with spelling, but they're not really fast enough to go way fast. You get a lot more levels within each classroom and a lot more expertise, because you don't have the special education teachers isolated off only working with a few students. So also all those students who don't qualify for the life skills classroom, but maybe who are still struggling in a general ed classroom, they start doing a lot better in tests and as well. So